This is our 10th anniversary. It's been a remarkable journey of evolution and growth, resulting in us having established a more sustainable business, which is currently pivoting to remain relevant due to the ever-changing environment we found ourselves in. And of course, we will remain relevant in the future as well. We're in a robust financial position. We generated positive free cash flow. Our net cash to adjusted EBITDA remained at 0.14 times, something we're very pleased about. We did declare a final dividend of 122 South African cents per share, or 26.98 US cents per ADR. That amounted to 3.45 billion rand, or 191 million US dollars. We have retained our industry-leading 6% dividend yield, and the total dividends for the year amounted to 7.37 billion rand, or 421 million US dollars. Again, we're pleased about that. As you would know, we've had a number of significant disruptions or events this year. I'm very pleased to say that our operations, all of them, are well positioned to perform in 2023. We achieved inflation-linked 3-year wage settlements in our gold business. That was after having to take or implement a 3-month lockout. We have closed down some loss-making areas of our business, Beatrix 4 shaft in particular, and the KP1 processing plant. That is always a disruptive process, and the Section 189 is now complete, and therefore we can confidently say that we have stabilized production, and gold should be well positioned to contribute significantly during 2023. Our South African PGM business remained a solid performer. We used our firm position in gold, in the gold wage negotiations, that is, to achieve an inflation-linked 5-year wage agreement for Rustenburg and Marikana. That was a significant achievement in its own right. All-in sustaining costs came in at just over 19,000 Rand per 4E ounce, or in equivalent US dollar terms, $1,180 per ounce. That's 14% higher, but that's predominantly due to reduced volumes as a result of load shedding and cable theft. And I think our cost performance was an outstanding feature of this year. And I do believe all our operations are going to continue to move down the cost curve. We're still enjoying, as you can see from the last sentence there, more than a 50% adjusted EBITDA margin. So our South African PGM business remains in a really robust position. Our US PGM division was impacted by extreme weather events. We also proceeded to restructure or reposition that business unit during the year. We did announce that. We've de-risked it. We've taken account of changing macroeconomic factors. And of course, we've positioned it with increased flexibility by increasing the amount of development. So it's well positioned for the challenges that we all know about in the US at the moment. A lack of skills, difficult to attract and retain people, workers. And of course, in the longer term, we do believe the palladium price will continue to weaken as ICE engines become less relevant. The repositioned business, post a few years of increased development, will grow to about 700,000 2E ounces, and most importantly, at a cost structure of less than $1,000 per 2E ounce, and that's targeted by 2027. We received and provided the green light for Calibre based on the receival of new permits. Very important to note that the revised capital cost of this project, which should take into account just about all the recent inflationary increases, and that amounted to a 588 million euro capital cost. A large portion of that has already been funded through the equity infusion that we have put in through the acquisition of a majority stake in Calibre. So, smart transaction for us. Our Sandouville nickel refinery, and I'll remind you that we never bought Sandouville for what it is. We bought it for what we're going to make it into, and that is a battery precursor nickel sulfate refinery. It's also going to form a base for our PGM recycling and battery recycling business in Europe. But Sandouville continues to be recapitalized. We bolstered our management team, and I think we've got a few more quarters of heavy lifting. But post that, Sandouville should be a significant contributor to our business as well.